Did you know that after age 60, the risk of cancer increases many times over? And what scares many older Americans the most is not just a cancer diagnosis, but the feeling of helplessness, not knowing where to start, how to fight the disease, and whether there is any hope for change. Millions of older Americans face cancer each year, from colon and prostate cancer to breast and lung cancer. But what many people don't know is that diet can still be a powerful ally, even as they age. There's no need for expensive measures or hard-to-reach medications. Familiar foods, right in your kitchen, can help your body fight cancer cells naturally and safely. In today's video, we'll share 5 foods that have been scientifically proven to help older people fight cancer, from slowing inflammation, boosting the immune system, to interfering with the growth of malignant cells. This isn't just information, it's opportunity. An opportunity to give you, or your loved ones, more hope, more options, and to know that even in your 70s and 80s, we can still actively fight to live healthier. Let's explore now, because health doesn't wait. 1. Blueberries, a small food, but powerful fighter against cancer. In older people, the immune system is no longer as responsive as when they were young. The ability to protect cells from free radical damage, fight inflammation, and repair DNA damage also declines over time. This is the reason why the rate of cancer in people over 60 is much higher than in young people. In that context, choosing foods that help strengthen the cell protection mechanism is extremely important. And blueberries, a small, dark purple fruit, are one of the superfoods leading this list. Blueberries contain high levels of antioxidant compounds, especially a group of flavonoids called anthocyanins, the pigments that give the fruit its characteristic blue-purple color. These substances have the ability to neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can cause DNA mutations, leading to the formation of cancer cells. In the elderly, when DNA repair mechanisms work less effectively, increasing antioxidants from foods like blueberries is a natural way to help protect healthy cells for a longer time. In addition to anthocyanins, blueberries also contain other polyphenols such as ellagic acid and resveratrol, all of which have been shown in preclinical studies to inhibit the growth of cancer cells, reduce chronic inflammation, and help the body eliminate senescent cells, which are considered the cause of systemic inflammation in the elderly. Research from Harvard Medical School found that people who ate blueberries at least twice a week had a significantly lower risk of colon cancer and esophageal cancer than those who ate very little or no blueberries. Another study from the U.S. National Cancer Institute conducted experiments on mice with breast cancer cells. When regularly supplemented with blueberry extract, tumors grew significantly slower and showed signs of reduced angiogenesis, an important factor in the spread of cancer cells. Although more human studies are needed to confirm this, the early results suggest the potential for blueberries to be part of a cancer-preventive diet. For older adults, incorporating blueberries into their daily diet is fairly easy. Fresh or frozen blueberries retain most of their active ingredients and can be mixed into low-sugar yogurt, breakfast cereal, or blended into a smoothie with bananas and almond milk. They are also safe for diabetics in moderation, thanks to their low glycemic index and high fiber content. Blueberries are also easy to digest and do not cause bloating, making them suitable for the digestive system that is already weakened in older adults. Another advantage is that blueberries help protect the heart and brain, 2 organs that are often affected by aging. Research from the University of Cincinnati found that older adults who regularly ate blueberries had better memory and information processing after 12 weeks, thanks to their ability to protect nerve cells from oxidative stress. A healthy circulatory and nervous system also indirectly contributes to increased resistance to carcinogens. Of course, blueberries are not a cure for cancer, but rather part of a healthy lifestyle. But small daily choices, like replacing dessert with a bowl of fresh blueberries instead of a cake, or adding a few to breakfast, can make a big difference over time. For seniors, it is a simple, natural way to support the body in preventing cancer in a sustainable way, without side effects, without stress, and even delicious. Part 2. Broccoli. Broccoli is one of the top vegetables recommended by nutritionists and oncologists, especially for the elderly. This green vegetable is not only rich in fiber, vitamin C and K, but more importantly, It contains extremely special plant compound called sulforaphane, considered a natural biological weapon that helps the body fight cancer cells. Many studies from leading universities in the U.S., such as Johns Hopkins, Harvard, and Oregon State University, have noted that sulforaphane has the ability to prevent tumor growth by neutralizing carcinogens, activating cell-protecting enzymes, and supporting the natural death process of cancer cells, also known as apoptosis. What's special is that sulforaphane not only prevents cancer cells from forming, but also helps slow or stop the growth of tumors that have appeared in the early stages. Cancers that have been shown to be positively affected by sulforaphane include colon, prostate, lung, breast, and liver cancers. These cancers are very common in the elderly and are often difficult to detect early due to vague symptoms. Therefore, adding broccoli to your daily diet as a proactive preventive measure is completely reasonable. Unlike many functional foods or supplements that are often difficult for the elderly to digest or absorb, broccoli is a fresh food that is easy to prepare and friendly to the digestive system of the elderly. When lightly steamed or boiled, the vegetable retains just enough softness, does not cause bloating, and at the same time preserves a large amount of sulforaphane and other nutrients. A serving of about 3/4 cup of steamed broccoli per day is enough to bring significant benefits in terms of cellular health. Linda, 76, who lives in California, once shared on a program about senior health that she has been eating broccoli at least 3 times a week for nearly 10 years, and her doctor is very satisfied with her blood pressure, and bowel index. She added that when she was young, she did not like the taste of this vegetable, but when she learned that it can help prevent cancer and improve the immune system, she started learning how to cook broccoli in many different ways, from roasting with olive oil, lightly boiling in salad, to steaming with carrots and a little minced garlic. Another reason why broccoli is a good choice for seniors is because it not only has anti-cancer effects, but also helps control blood sugar, supports the digestive system, and protects the heart. Broccoli contains a large amount of insoluble fiber, which helps regulate bowel movements, preventing constipation, a common problem in the elderly. This fiber also helps lower bad cholesterol and improves the metabolism of sugars and fats in the body. These factors indirectly reduce systemic inflammation, thereby reducing the risk of developing chronic diseases, including cancer. Food 3. Salmon. Among foods that can help prevent cancer, salmon is always on the top list that nutritionists recommend, especially for the elderly. The reason lies not only in its high nutritional value and easy absorption, but also in the abundant content of omega-3 fatty acids, one of the nutrients that has a powerful effect in controlling chronic inflammation, supporting the immune system, and inhibiting the growth of cancer cells. In the elderly, chronic inflammation in the body often occurs silently, but lasts for a long time, contributing to the formation and development of many dangerous diseases, including cancer. Omega-3, especially EPA and DHA found in salmon, has been shown to reduce systemic inflammation, thereby creating a more unhealthy environment for cancer cells to develop. In addition, clinical studies have shown that a diet rich in salmon can reduce the risk of some common cancers in older people, such as breast, colon, prostate, and even some types of leukemia. A study published in the journal Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention said that people who eat fatty fish like salmon at least twice a week have a 40% lower risk of colon cancer than those who do not eat it. Another important reason is that omega-3 helps maintain healthy cell membranes, preventing the invasion and metastasis of cancer cells. In the environment of weakened cells, which is common in older people, this is especially meaningful in prolonging the life of normal cells and slowing the progression of cancer. Not only omega-3, salmon is also a source of high-quality protein that is essential for the elderly, people who often experience loss of muscle mass and underlying malnutrition. A 100 to 150 gram serving of salmon provides enough protein to maintain muscle health, while also supporting the immune system, repairing damaged tissue, and maintaining overall health. In addition, salmon also contains selenium, vitamin D, and B12, micronutrients that have been studied for their antioxidant properties and to help the immune system fight cancer cells. Another big plus is that salmon is easy to digest and can be prepared in a variety of ways that are suitable for older adults. The fish can be steamed with vegetables, grilled with olive oil and herbs, or even eaten lightly rare as sashimi if the fish is safe to eat fresh. Compared to red meat, which can increase the risk of colon and stomach cancer when consumed regularly, salmon is a healthier choice that puts less pressure on the digestive system. Richard, 72, who lives in Oregon, shared that he started eating salmon regularly after his doctor warned him about the risk of colon cancer due to his family history. He gradually replaced beef with salmon 2 to 3 times a week, and after a year, his inflammation, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels all improved significantly. More importantly, he felt healthier, less tired, and slept better, all of which indirectly helped his body fight cell damage that could lead to cancer. However, older people should pay attention to choosing good quality salmon, prioritizing wild or farmed salmon, avoiding fried, heavily seasoned, or canned fish products with a lot of salt, which are not beneficial for heart health and blood pressure. If possible, adding salmon 2 to 3 meals a week can become a good habit, helping to create a natural shield against chronic diseases, including cancer. In short, salmon is not only a delicious dish, but also a natural medicine for the elderly. With its anti-inflammatory, cell-protecting, immune-supporting, and health-maintaining properties, this food deserves to be a regular part of the diet of anyone who wants to proactively, safely, and effectively prevent cancer. Food for turmeric. In the world of spices, turmeric stands out not only because of its bright yellow color, but also because of the extensive health benefits it brings, especially for the elderly. The main ingredient that creates the special power of turmeric is curcumin, a polyphenol compound with anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-cancer potential properties that have been proven in hundreds of scientific studies worldwide. Curcumin works through several mechanisms. It can prevent the formation of cancer cells, inhibit tumor growth, disrupt the formation of new blood vessels that feed tumors, and help the body eliminate cancer cells through apoptosis, that is, causing cancer cells to die on their own. This is especially important for the elderly, because at this age, the body is no longer able to control cell division as effectively as when young, thereby increasing the risk of cancer formation. A study from a University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center found that curcumin can interfere with dozens of molecular pathways involved in cancer, including genes that control inflammation, cell division, and immune response. Turmeric has been studied in a variety of cancers, including colon, prostate, lung, breast, and pancreatic cancers, all of which are highly prevalent in older adults. In particular, in colon cancer, the third most common cancer in the United States, curcumin has been shown to reduce inflammation in the lining of the intestine and slow the growth of abnormal cells. Unlike cancer drugs that cause serious side effects, curcumin in turmeric works gently, causing less damage to healthy cells. Therefore, turmeric can be used for a long time as part of a cancer prevention diet without worrying about toxicity. This is a great option for older adults, as their bodies are often more sensitive to medications and more vulnerable to damage from long-term treatment. In addition to its anti-cancer properties, turmeric also helps improve liver function, relieve joint pain, aid digestion, and may even help alleviate symptoms of mild depression, a common psychological problem in older adults. However, it is important to note that curcumin is not easily absorbed into the blood when consumed alone. To increase absorption, older adults should combine turmeric with black pepper, a spice containing piperine, a compound that can increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. In addition, using turmeric with healthy fats such as olive oil, margarine, or full-fat milk also helps increase curcumin's bioavailability. A warm glass of turmeric milk mixed with black pepper and a little honey can be a great choice for the evening, helping to both support anti-inflammatory and help you sleep better. Mr. Walter, 79 years old, living in Florida, had a history of colon polyps and was advised to monitor closely. After researching and consulting his doctor, he decided to add turmeric to his daily diet. Every morning, he drinks a cup of warm water mixed with turmeric and black pepper, and twice a week, he cooks his favorite turmeric carrot soup. After nearly a year of maintenance, his latest colonoscopy showed that the signs of inflammation in his colon had significantly decreased. Although it is not yet possible to confirm that the effects are completely due to turmeric, he said that he feels healthier, digests better, and sleeps much better than before. Of course, as with any food with strong biological effects, seniors should consult their doctor before taking high doses of turmeric, especially if they are taking blood thinners or have liver or gallbladder problems. But when used properly, regularly, and reasonably, turmeric can become an important part of a natural, safe, and easy-to-do cancer prevention diet every day. Food 5. Garlic. Garlic has long been known as a familiar spice in American kitchens, but few people know that it is also one of the most powerful and comprehensive anti-cancer foods in nature, especially for older adults who are at higher risk of developing common cancers such as stomach, colon, esophageal, liver, and prostate cancers. Regular garlic consumption may provide practical preventive benefits. Garlic's anti-cancer effects come from a natural sulfur compound called allicin, which is formed when fresh garlic cloves are chopped, crushed, or chewed raw. Allicin, along with other sulfur compounds in garlic, such as diallyl sulfide and acetylcysteine, have been shown in dozens of studies to inhibit the growth of cancer cells, stimulate the immune system to function more strongly, and help the body eliminate toxins, key factors in preventing cancer from forming. In older people, the immune system often weakens, and T and B cells, the body's defenders against pathogens, no longer function as effectively as when they were younger. Garlic has the ability to activate macrophage activity, increase the production of NK, natural killer, cells, thereby helping the body detect and eliminate abnormal cells early. A large-scale study at Roswell Park Cancer Center, New York, conducted on more than 40,000 adults, showed that people who have the habit of eating garlic at least 4 times a week have a nearly 30% lower risk of colorectal cancer than those who eat very little or not at all. In addition, studies in China and Italy also show that consuming garlic can help reduce the risk of stomach cancer, a dangerous disease that is difficult to detect in the early stages, often occurring in the elderly with chronic digestive problems. Not only does garlic have anti-cancer effects, it also helps control blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, prevent plaque buildup in the arteries, support blood sugar regulation, and is a natural antibacterial, factors that play an important role in maintaining overall health in the elderly. For those who are facing prediabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol, eating garlic regularly will have a positive synergistic effect in preventing both cancer and cardiovascular disease. Another interesting thing is that garlic not only helps prevent cancer cells from growing, but can also slow down the metastasis process, a factor that makes cancer more dangerous in the late stages. Regarding how to use it, the elderly should prioritize using fresh garlic instead of garlic powder or overcooked garlic, because high temperatures can reduce the amount of allicin. The most effective way is to crush the garlic and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before cooking, allowing allicin to fully form before adding it to the dish at the end of the cooking process. Some elderly Americans have the habit of soaking garlic in apple cider vinegar or honey to use as a side dish for breakfast, which is easy to eat and aids digestion. In addition, for those who have digestive problems or find raw garlic too strong, they can use steamed or lightly roasted garlic to soften the smell while still retaining most of the active ingredients. Margaret, 81 years old, living in Michigan, had a history of chronic gastritis and poor digestion, and was advised by her daughter to eat fresh garlic every day. She started using 1 crushed clove of garlic mixed into her morning oatmeal, and after just a few months, her symptoms of bloating and indigestion were significantly reduced. When she went to the doctor, he said that her stomach lining showed signs of healing and her inflammation indicators decreased significantly. Although it cannot be concluded that it was due to garlic alone, it is proof that garlic can be an important part of an overall disease prevention strategy in the elderly. However, older people who are taking blood thinners or have a history of stomach ulcers should consult their doctor before taking high doses of garlic, as garlic can increase the risk of bleeding if taken in excess. However, in reasonable doses, 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic per day. This is still an easy-to-find, cheap food, and is especially useful in enhancing natural resistance, preventing factors that initiate cancer in a gentle but durable way. Cancer is not an inevitable thing when entering old age. Although no food is a miracle drug to completely cure this disease, what you eat every day can make a huge difference, not only in preventing cancer, but also in maintaining health, resistance, and quality of life as you age. Through this article, you have learned about 5 foods that are scientifically proven to help fight cancer cells. Blueberries rich in antioxidants, broccoli with sulforaphane, salmon rich in omega-3, turmeric with curcumin, and garlic with allicin. These are all foods that are easy to find, easy to incorporate into daily meals, and especially suitable for the health of the elderly thanks to their ability to fight inflammation, boost immunity, protect cells from damage, and even help slow the progression of tumors. But information is just the beginning. The important thing is action. You, or your loved ones, can start making changes today, with very small things. Replace a sweet dessert with a bowl of blueberries. Add broccoli to your evening stir-fry. Eat salmon instead of red meat a few times a week. Drink a cup of warm turmeric milk in the evening. Or add a crushed garlic clove to soup. These small changes, if maintained regularly, can be an effective and long-term natural medicine for disease prevention. Start with today's meal, because health does not come from big decisions, but from small choices you make every day. Your body, at any age, deserves to be treated with care and respect, and you can do it, starting right now.